Oh, yep, there it is. Hey guys, hope you all are having a great week. Really enjoyed spending this past Monday night with you all and getting our study kicked off. I'm actually coming to you from Florida this week, Orlando, Florida. I'm down here at a church planting conference called Exponential. It's the largest gathering of church planters in the world, happens every year, and so I'm down here doing some recruiting and some studying, and I actually have a guest with me who's right behind me here that you all probably know pretty well.
What's up?
So we are further indoctrinating him and some of these things that he's getting ready to do. So I hope you're having a good week. I have a confession to make to you this first week. It may surprise you. That confession is I am an idolater. And when I say I'm an idolater, I mean that in every sense of the term. I mean that very literally. I have worshiped a plethora of different kinds of gods that I have created in my own mind. And it may sound strange to hear that coming from someone like me, but I'm actually quite comfortable admitting that because I'm absolutely certain that you are an idolater as well. In fact, that's what I want to concentrate on this week in this video. John Calvin put it this way. He said, "The heart is an idol factory. Each and every one of us from our mother's womb is an expert at inventing idols." In fact, we create one almost every time we use this sentence. I like to think of God as, and then when you fill in the blank, whatever comes after that doesn't line up completely and totally with what God has revealed about himself in Scripture means we've created an idol, at least to that extent. And so what does that have to do with the Bible study that's coming up this week? Your text is Matthew 7. We're going to be focusing on verses 13 to 27. Ultimately, that text is about building our lives on a foundation that will last forever, building your life on a foundation that honors God. That's sort of the climactic conclusion to this text anyway. But it begins with a challenge to choose the right life path, and that involves worshiping Jesus as he has revealed himself. And when it comes to Jesus, we all have two choices. Either we can worship the Jesus of the Bible as he is, which means we have to give up all of who we are. We have to give up at least be willing to hand him over all of those things that make us comfortable, give him full control over everything. Or the other thing that we can do is we can create our own Jesus who will more greatly accommodate our own worldviews and our own behaviors and our own comfort levels. Really, we can do it either way. And all of us, to some extent, at some point in our lives, have worshiped another Jesus. And so here's what I want you to do this week. As you're reading the text, Matthew 7, 13 to 27, backdrop by really the entire 7th chapter of Matthew, and as you're following up from what we talked about last Monday by reading the first chapter of David Platt's book, Radical, I want you to begin thinking about what your particular idol looks like. When you cease to worship the Jesus of the Bible and you begin to worship another God, what does he look like? What kinds of things does he accommodate for you? What kind of things does he allow for you in your life? And I ask you that question because in order to live the kind of life that we're going to discuss this coming Monday in Matthew chapter 7, the first step in that process is destroying anything that gets in our way, and that includes any representation of Jesus that does not coincide with the way that he has revealed himself in Scripture. So we have to destroy our idols, and the first step in destroying them is knowing what they look like and being able to recognize them. So this week, concentrate on that, and I'll look forward to seeing you at 6:30 this coming Monday night. God bless, and I'll see you then.